We're back! Welcome back to Braincell Diaries. We have been gone for a few weeks.
Yeah.
So, we're back, and you will get this latest episode this week. And let's recap our life, because holy shit.
It's been crazy. Life got a
Chaos.
hold of us.
By the way, we've already recorded this episode one other time.
You might have heard us say that once before.
Yeah.
Twice before. A couple times before.
For some stupid reason, we're just not technical geniuses, and our audio did not work on our last episode. You could not hear a damn thing. So we're trying this again. It's actually, what day is it? Friday. We don't ever record on Friday.
Take two.
Yeah. And Jesus. So here we are. Welcome back. Let's recap our life and get into our episode today, so we can get back on track with you guys. We've missed you. We definitely are ready to be back and getting back into the swing of things. This episode is going to be, I don't know, I feel like almost kind of light, but
Light but not.
But not.
It's about adulthood, and that's heavy in itself.
Yeah, it's about adulthood because it's pretty fitting in explaining why we've been gone and just how life has gotten a hold of us. So, yes, welcome back. Here we go. Recap on our life.
There she goes again.
Feels good to be back.
Feels good to be back.
Hey, Erica, don't eat that. Hey.
No.
Oh my god.
Did you see that?
Stared at you. He was mad. Like
He
a
said-
teenager.
His eyes squint.
He was trying to eat a
Your
toy.
mother told me to take it away from you.
He was trying to eat a toy. He's mad.
We have had.
We need to use our other phone to like capture him on the side to add these
Because
little
this is
pieces in because he's angry. He's like a teenager over there.
He literally went like this. That literally is what he did to me. I'm not even joking you. Squinted his little eyeball.
Ooh.
Martini. Dry. And Hill's piece of lavender.
No, really, I did.
We got these from Wild Hair today, which it's officially lemonade.
It's lemonade season.
Which we will say in our previous episode, we mentioned that we were gonna get lemonade, but we couldn't because it wasn't lemonade season. So
Yeah. Now it's lemonade season.
It's lemonade season.
When
so
life gives you a shitty day and no audio and gives you the lemons, you wait 3 days and then you get lemonade. So it kind of worked out anyways.
It's so good.
Other than that, pretty much the reason why we've been gone is
Work.
the exact reason why we're talking about adulthood today is because fucking adulthood, okay? Life just got busy. It got so busy. We had sicknesses. We had rodeo weekend at work.
Dance recitals.
And yes, whatever else was in
People
town.
calling in sick.
Our life. Short-staffed
Yeah.
life. Car accidents.
Oh my god, Andrew.
Yeah.
Me,
So
baby, one more time. And he was like, that's all. I told him about it.
oh, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't send it to him. Oh, that's so funny. The accident itself, not funny, but
No.
anyway, so we had just a shitstorm of things happen one after another, and it wasn't even something that we really talked about.
No,
It was
we just
just-
posted until we were able to give this 100%
We just knew because we know each other that well without words, and this is why we are called Braincell Diaries, because this is just how our brains work.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't need an explanation to know we were both not in the mindset or
we
state
didn't
of
ask
mind
each other.
to record, to talk about anything, to have conversations, to set aside time that we didn't feel like we even had to begin with for an episode. So it wasn't something we did on purpose. It was just we were both at the same phase of energy in life, and we were like, this is just too much right now, and we're gonna get back to it when we're ready. And literally the night before, we're like, hey, podcast? And we're like, yeah. And then we knew we had to get back to it. Obviously, we missed
were prepared.
everyone.
Technology wasn't.
Yes. We had such a damn good episode too. And that's the
It was
other
so
thing.
good.
We don't really write these things
We don't.
down.
We just
go.
We
We just talk. So for us to have an entire episode not upload, we can't even hear what we were talking about.
We're like,
we were like,
what the fuck did we
what did we say? So we like wrote down a few things to try to kind of recap that because, you know, we want to make sure that we have all that good content. These are blue light glasses and they fucking hurt. Ow. It's gonna give me a headache. Anyways, so gosh, last recording day was chaotic in itself anyways. The beginning of this.
Burritos, spiders, wrong directions. Like, it was crazy. It was a
wild.
crazy day to begin with.
We had such a great start to that.
It was a good back into our flow.
Yeah,
I think
it definitely did.
Back into our mindset.
And today we are exhausted and we worked all day. We don't normally set aside time to do this today.
Especially not on Fridays.
I know.
The weekends we like don't talk to each other. We're just like, I love you, but I'll see you at work. Goodbye. We
literally, you know, you'll see us on social media. We love each other very much. We're good friends, best friends, and you know, we've talked about being very sisterly like with each other. But when it comes to the weekend at work, we go each other.
She was so mean to me today.
I was not mean to you. I was mean in general.
I know. Therefore mean to me.
I didn't want to be working.
Well, yes. Personally, I was like, you know, this little gremlin that's there.
Growth, though, because
this little gremlin is not happy.
Do you remember how that used to be
fed? I know. I would cry.
Yeah, I would make her cry, but it wasn't like her. I was just having one of those days.
And then I took it so personally. I think we did discuss this in another episode about the growth in our friendship personally, because I used to take it so personally and think it was like so attacked to me.
Yes.
But I was also extremely vulnerable. I wasn't fiercely myself.
Yes.
So
so we've definitely grown up a lot in our friendship and everything like that. But anyways, that's our recap. We've been gone because we've been busy and it's been chaotic and crazy, but we're happy to be back. This feels good to do this again.
We've been messaged. We've been
we hear you.
We saw. We weren't ready to give 100% into it, and I think both of us are very in agreement. We're like, we don't want to do this and give you 2% episodes or 1% episodes. Like, if
just
we're
to shoot
sit
something,
down,
you know,
and do it, we want to be able to be passionate about what we're talking about and making sure that we're putting out something that we are proud of to put out.
This is not just like, oh, you know, just something to put on social media or things like that. This is something that we actually care about. So like when we aren't feeling at our best, and we don't have the energy for that, then we don't want to just record something and it's going to be half-assed. So
and we look exhausted and
like we are today, but we're hiding it well. Just kidding. We are exhausted. I did take a 15-20 minute cat nap though.
I got no nap.
Yeah, I know. You had to run.
I know.
I did get a little nap. There's still a little Spanish cookie.
I don't take naps. It's so good.
I know you don't.
I saw this cookie and I had to have it. Honestly,
it's very good.
I ate the raisin too, and I don't even eat raisins because I can't taste it.
Look at you being grown up in our adult conversation about adulthood.
After just talking about being traumatized from whatever it was that I ate earlier, the Play-Doh ball thing that I had.
I love my brother dearly, but he brought us in these green tea mochi jelly things.
I can't. The texture, it was horrendous, but bad. I did it.
Yeah, you did do it. I was so surprised to come around that corner seeing you chewing that.
My whole body was like...
That was not her style of things, but...
Convulsing.
She did it. And then we both spit it out, and we were both shivering with... Oh my gosh, I'm just like... This cookie is just falling apart. It's delicious. Anyway.
It's so good.
Last episode, I was eating a burrito that was full of fire. It was...
I know you talked about your
terrible
burrito.
Everything was sweating. It hurt. I have chronic heartburn. I can't be doing that to myself. They should put a label on that burrito.
I was all, eat a Cheez-It.
Just manhandling Cheez-It.
Handfuls of Cheez-It.
Literally ridiculous. Okay. And now that I'm full of frosting, let's just get into it, you know?
I think a good place to start would be the 100% comment, because we did discuss that last time about how important it is in relationships and realizing that, like, as long as there's 100% there, it doesn't matter which side is getting what percentage. As long as you both understand that, like if you give me 60, I give you 40. You know, or the next day, like, all I have to give is like 10, like the whole circle, like being an adult is realizing that.
That's something that like you hear about in relationships, you know, like I've got 10, do you have 90?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that goes for every relationship,
I feel like it goes
every
for
friendship, every
in so many dynamics.
yeah, exactly. That's just so true for everything, and especially when like something like this for us, you know, we have this podcast that we do together, and we have to fill each other in like that, you know, like if you set up the room today while I was getting ready,
Yeah.
I wasn't ready today, you know, like that's your 30%,
yeah,
or whatever
exactly.
it is, you know, when I was doing things, we just have to fill each other
So
in.
you didn't have to leave, so you could get your nap, so you were ready.
Like we just filled each other in, knowing
knowing
knowing what each other needed, without having to really talk about it.
I feel like that's aspect in life too, though. Like part of the reason we did get behind was because we realized that we had 100% to give in all aspects of her.
I sprung a leak.
I can't.
What happened? Where did it come from?
I got a handful of that.
I'm so.
We don't have time for this.
You know what? You know what? What the heck?
I'm so crazy. I'm so crazy.
I'm uncomfortable.
You what? I don't know what
Ew.
these were used for.
Oh, we broke our perch cup.
Oh,
What was that one?
more cup problems.
All right. We're just gonna
None of them see here, guys.
just ignore that, okay? Ignore that. What's happening in this episode?
It's gonna be a slow zoom on the cups just sprouting.
What happened?
I don't know. That was crazy.
I wonder, I know I'm probably weird for this, but I saw a lady on the internet eat the whole lemon, and I know people do eat the whole lemon, like the peel and everything like that. And I didn't think I'd like that, and I tried it. And now I'm obsessed with the whole lemon. It's so good. Okay, anyway.
I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, that was actually a little sour.
I don't know if I can do that, y'all.
No, that one was a little bitter.
Oh my god. Shake all your lavender up there.
We don't got time for this. What are we talking about?
Anyways, we didn't have even 10% to give to the podcast because it was like 60% went to work, and then we had 10% that went into everything else we had to do for the day, and 1% for ourselves, and then the rest of it was into parenting, and we didn't have any percentages left over to give to this, or like the things that
not like
brought us joy.
Yes, not energetic percentage anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like
yeah.
Like even if I had 2% left over, there was no way that I was going to use my 2%.
That 2% went towards like making yourself dinner.
Yeah,
or,
like
you know what I
literally,
mean?
you're
Like
just,
it was like
washing my face for the night. Like literally, like just like the basics at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. But talking about that, this episode is going into expectation versus reality when it comes to adulthood. And both of us have very good examples of what that's like because we grew up fast. And
we grew up seeing what not.
Yes, I tell people that all the time. Every time I hear, you're so mature for your age, I've always said I grew up watching what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up watching what not to do so that I knew what direction to take when I got to the point where I was going to be on my own and, you know, I had to step into life as my own adult.
Teaching and witnessing and seeing.
Yes, and just doing it on my own. And so, like, I knew what I didn't want in life. And I didn't know exactly how to get what I wanted because obviously I wasn't shown guidance. I didn't have that option in life.
Yeah,
I didn't get that. But I knew what I didn't want. So I started there.
And what roads to stay away from that would lead us.
So we started there of knowing what we didn't want. So whatever direction we did go, we just knew it wasn't that one.
We weren't going that way.
Yeah, that path was not to be taken.
We read those warning signs.
I guess. Um, I think for me, and we talked about this obviously when we first recorded this, but growing up what not to do and watching what not to do, my biggest eye opener in life was getting pregnant at 17.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I remember like, obviously I was a teenager and I had a lot of responsibilities at a young age, and I was navigating just survival mode my entire childhood, it felt like, and um, looking around me at everyone in my family and like seeing what they're doing, and then knowing I didn't want that, and then getting pregnant at 17 almost crushed me. Not that I was upset about having my child.
Mm-hmm.
Layla's the most perfect child ever. That was never what I was scared for. I wasn't scared to be a parent. I was scared that I was going to end up on the same path that I was trying to avoid.
You were
And
going to fail your kid the way that you were failed as a
Mhm.
child. And that was the
Exactly.
biggest fear.
Because I had started off
Mm-hmm.
exactly how I knew I didn't want to start off. So that for me was very like, I felt like a failure.
I had the same realization, but for a different time,
Mm-hmm.
because I was 22, I was engaged, I was with a guy, I had my daughter, and well, I guess I was 23 at the time, but I was engaged with a guy, whatever, building this life. And in my mind, my version of failure was I had to have a family, like a stable family. My parents weren't married. They fucking argued all the time. They literally tried to kill each other on a normal basis. Witness, both of us had that. But that was my version of success was I have a home that I've never had before. I have a kid. I have, a fiance. Like I'm going to be married. Like I'm going to have all of these things in a family like I never
Picture
had.
perfect, like
And then I'm
society's.
sitting in a living room getting screamed at and berated and degraded, and I'm crying, and my kid's in another room with somebody else, and all I could think about was my sister taking all of us little kids out of our rooms to go into her room in the middle of the night listening to our parents scream at each other. And I was like, I'm failing. I'm doing the exact thing that I didn't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm doing
Isn't that crazy
and
that we
that
both
was
had those
my
moments?
moment was like, no,
If I
you
don't
are failing.
change
If you
this,
don't change this, like that was my wake up. You're an adult. Like your idea of what your expectation of what your happiness was going to be is not your reality.
Bingo. Yes. Oh, that gave me goosebumps.
That was
so
the
good.
biggest thing.
Because it's so different of what you think things are going to be like. And then you get to that point in life, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is not at all what I expected. And what am I doing? I had, my daughter again at 17. I was pregnant at 16 though. And I remember thinking like, she's going to live in this environment if I don't change the environment. And like I was so young and I had no idea what I was doing, but at the same time I had been mature for so long at this point. I had no choice but to fix it myself. So moving out at 17 was a whole nother eye-opening moment of like, okay, I'm either going to follow down the same path or I'm going to get out of it. And I chose to move out and move on, and create a different lifestyle and environment for raising a child. And that was terrifying. At 17, definitely terrifying when you have nobody really there for you. I mean, I definitely had people in my life that helped me with Layla.
Yeah.
Which I am thankful for. And forever will be thankful for. But just navigating life on your own at 17 is hard.
At 17, I think I was out of an abusive relationship. I think I lived in my car for a small amount of time with just me and my dog in high school with none of the teachers noticing, nobody caring, like whatever. I think that was like 17, 18
like
year old.
you can go so unseen going through all these things.
We
just feel
I think
so...
we talked about that too, is realizing like that, like who we want to be as adults, because we weren't seen growing up. We lived in these worlds and these like these crazy reality of our situation, and nobody was there to help us.
And now,
and
as
nobody
adults,
saw us.
we are so
We're the ones who see the kids.
Yes, we don't
just go, their mom's just a little
we notice
strict,
everything, like, I guess I probably shouldn't.
I knew exactly where you were going to go with that.
I really want to, but I won't.
We notice a lot,
Yes,
and not even in regards to like just kids, but just like in general.
Anyone
like,
who just needs that, I don't know, needs to be noticed and needs to be seen and going through something. There was that little old lady that came in the other day. Like,
yeah.
We have a customer and she's so sweet. And like, we don't really have like super long conversations or anything like that, but she always comes in, she's very friendly, and I noticed when she sat down, she just didn't look okay.
Looked heady. Yeah.
And she just looked like she was having a rough day, and I was so busy. It was swamped in there.
Gosh, it was crazy.
But I made sure to stop for just a second. I said, "Are you okay today?" And she just shook her head no. And you can see her little eyes welling up. And she said, my dog died today. And this woman sits in our dining room in front of the big windows so she can watch her dog while she eats. Like, those dogs mean a lot to her. So it was just one of those moments where we can take someone's pain, feel that, or what they're going through, and we see it, and we make sure to notice because we were the people that needed
we don't
that.
Just walk past people knowing that they're carrying heavy bags. We offer to lift one for them now, and
we got flowers for her to send home. I sent my brother to the grocery store and we got her some roses to send home, and I gave her a hug. And even the table next to her, noticed something was going on, and that lady got up and gave her a hug. And so I'm hoping she felt a little better leaving the restaurant than she did coming in, because you could definitely tell something was bothering her. But off track. Anyways, back to adulthood. Expectation versus reality is something that you just aren't prepared for when you are a child growing up without any guidance in life. You don't know how to set up your own bills. You don't know how to do your taxes. You don't know how to do any of these things because you weren't taught these things.
You just do them.
And then you just learn, hey, there's nothing on the floor you can eat. Those are stop. What are you eating?
The ground, Mom.
He literally is trying to eat dirt.
I think he thinks there's bugs.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, there was a video that I had sent her on TikTok. Was it TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
And it starts off with, "Wow, you're so mature for your age." And the way he says it is like so exciting,
sarcastic,
but inviting. Mm-hmm. It's like this energetic, like inviting,
with an layer tone of sarcasm.
And so that's what caught my eye to the video, because it's like I stayed because I was like, yeah,
we've been told that our entire life. I've been
told that my entire life. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where this part comes in, is that
trade childhood for approval,
and the praise kept coming.
And for people who weren't praised,
what a sentence, as children, though. Like, it was always embedded into our brain. You're so mature for your age. You're so mature for age. You're so mature for age. Yes.
Take care of your siblings. Clean the house. Do this. Do that. Like,
basically the glue to your family, mm-hmm. and keeping everything together and holding all of this responsibility of having to keep everyone, mm-hmm. and everything together. But they praise you for it because who else is going to do it? So they continue to give you this praise of like, wow, you do so much. Wow, you're so young, but look at all the things that you can do. But what did we trade that for?
You're not like the other high schoolers. You don't go drink and drive,
mm-hmm. and like, oh my gosh, you're so good. Like,
even at 20, like at 8, at 16, 18, whatever, they're like, wow, you really take school seriously. You're so mm-hmm. mature. Like, look at the conversations you're having. And
not knowing that school was our only escape.
Yeah, I loved school because of that.
I know, literally.
Like, school was my favorite thing ever.
Like, that was our only escape. Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy? Like, because of the childhood that I had and the reputation that, my family had, mm-hmm. growing up, when I got pregnant at 16, it was kind of an automatic, like, damn, because she was the good one. She mm-hmm. was the mature one, you know? And so it was almost this point of like, it was unbelievable. Nobody really believed that I was pregnant. And then I was like, well, I don't want to believe it either, but it's happening and here it is,
I think it was the first time I graduated high school.
When I continued high school, it was, the teachers were always just so like, I don't know, I would say like shocked that mm-hmm. I was still going. Mm-hmm. I feel like they thought I would just be giving up, and like I definitely got a lot of leeway going through the rest of high school because I had a child, so shout out to the teachers that helped me get through that.
That's funny.
I think it was just an automatic expectation that I would fall right into the same mm-hmm. path as mm-hmm. what I was growing up in and not get out of it. And so now as an adult, and I own a business and I have success and I have my maturity that I carry right on my shoulders still to this day, everyone's just like, they still.
He's a swole
Oh
dragon.
my gosh, that's hilarious. You should take a picture of that because he's fucking cute.
He's a swole dragon. I had icing on my hand. Sorry.
Insert a little clip. With the weight.
Dragon.
His chest all puffed out. I love that so much.
Funny.
All right. Well,
anyways, I felt the same thing because I mean I remember I struggled with a lot of health stuff in like my 18-year-old senior kind of year of school, and I distinctly remember. It's funny though because it wasn't judgment from the outside, because I think everybody knew like my parents, but they didn't know my parents. Like it was like if you knew them, you knew that they were drunks. Yeah. But like they didn't really know us well enough to form an opinion. But my family was the one that would pass judgment onto us like that. Like I remember being in the hospital getting an IV, and my mom was talking about my graduation, and she goes, "Well, I'm just surprised that you're not pregnant." Like talking about the fact that no congratulations for me graduating. It was basically a, wow, you're not pregnant. You're graduating, but you're not pregnant.
Like, I remember having a similar moment when I had Layla. One of her sperm donor's family came into the room right after I delivered and looked at me and looked at sperm donor and said, "Well, you can't deny this one, can you?" Implying that,
you had slept with somebody else.
Yeah, I'd been just around that at 16, 17 years old. Like, it was just one of those, like, I don't know what happened to that cookie. It fell apart. It was literally everywhere. But yeah, I've definitely had moments like that where you're just like, damn. Thanks. It's fucked up. But
it's hard because you're trying to break not only society's perception of what they expect you to be, but your family's viewpoints of what they expect is good enough
generational curses. Like, literally, we are breaking those cycles time and time and again. The way we parent, the way we are adults. Just everything.
Being able to have conversations like this is insane, because at 16 we were discussing like, yeah, we have to make sure we pick our brothers up, that this is accounted for, this is accounted for, you had a kid, like all of this stuff was like responsible as 16-year-olds, and then to like be able to formulate and have healthy conversations like this
and
as 26-year-olds, as having a healthy life, having the ability to have.
I just said I was 26.
You are 26.
Sorry, but I didn't want to breeze past that one.
I was going to. Being able to be this old, successfully have a life raising our children. If you look back, a 16-year-old just would have been like, wow.
We're doing all that?
We're doing all that. But we're also able to have healthy conversations. It's not what's expected of us for approval. We're able to sit down and write this down.
Through every one of those society, like, expectations, cultural expectations,
where
things
we
like
would
that.
end up, who we were going to turn out.
Yes, the statistics on, like, how we grew up and how we're living now.
Like, if you look,
and it's crazy that we gravitated towards each other and we're both on that path. Like, you don't typically get so lucky in life to have that, to where you have,
especially the similarities in our lives. Like, we both have watched our parents actively try and kill each other.
Mine almost killed each other today in the
we
kitchen.
have watched them battle addictions in different forms, but battle addictions.
Yeah,
we have both been responsible for raising our family and being the first ones to come out of that differently than
sibling.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like, it's just crazy to think about.
Pretty much it boils down to, when you are growing in any phase in your life and coming into adulthood, and, obviously we never stop learning at any point in our lives, your idea of what things are supposed to be are never going to be your reality.
Yep.
You have to be prepared for that. And
you have to be able to change. too.
Yes. And you adapt.
Yes.
Adapt as
Yeah.
you go, because things are going to be thrown at you, and it's going to come out of left field and you're never going to expect it. And then you're going to have to learn and grow through those phases as well. But being new to the adult world, as we all are, that's it. It's a constant learning. It's a constant learning. It's a never ending. And you don't always have the answers and you don't always know what to do, but you just figure it out as you go. It's just one of those things where you adapt and I'm almost dry.
I think one of the biggest things is realization of responsibilities and how real they are. This is something that we struggle with for people in our lives. Is we witness that there's two different roads that you can go down when you come out of situations like we do. You can come out and be, how to do all this. You're learning. You are understanding that you are the person who is responsible to learn all of this, that nobody is going to teach you. Nobody's going to hold your hand. There's not going to be anybody who's going to be like, hey, I'll do this for you. You are the person who has to do it. And then you have the other side where
that is entitled to think that everyone owes them everything. Everyone's going to do everything
they are
for
owed
you.
your success because you are the first successful one that they have seen.
And they just try to leech off of that. And they have no sense of what the real life is. And if that offends you, you need to look within, because that's nobody's job but your own.
You can't do this because it's going to affect me. You can't do that because it's going to affect me. What am I supposed to do if you let go of this? What am I supposed to do if you don't do that? Like,
it's just this pity
there's
party.
Still, when you become an adult, you have to realize and come to the realization that at the end of the day, the only person who is going to save you is yourself. The only person who can make changes is yourself. The only person who can do anything is you. That's it.
Literally.
You are going to have to sit back and look and be like, wow, if I can't stay here, I'm going to have to look for a different place to live. Because at the end of the day, you're the one who's going to be living there. If I can't afford this, I need to look to get a job to afford this. Like, it's just crazy, the adult mindset of like...
See, like, people like us who, grow out of these things and want more for our lives, and we're
not okay being complacent in the
That's exactly, yes. We talked about this earlier.
Yes.
Like, we are so far from okay from being complacent in life, where we just are stagnant and there's no growth, and we're just okay with the bare minimum. Yeah, he's had his full reps. They're okay with the bare minimum, and there's no room for growth because they just have hit their wall, and that's good enough for them. I have just enough to get by, and I don't really feel like
I have built
harder.
this pillar off of the successes of everyone else's backs.
Oh gosh.
Every step that I take is off of someone else's back instead of me building my own staircase.
And so when you're finally on your own, because you have no other choice, because everyone else has let you go,
you have no more steps to step on. Because nobody is any longer bowing down to allow you to climb higher.
How terrifying is that, though? That's a terrifying feeling of, like, being at ground zero and having no capability of doing things on your own. Because how many times were you told that this was going to happen and you chose to ignore it because somebody else was always doing it? You had all of these people
leaning down and letting you step on their hands or, their leg or their back. And at some point, they got up and they walked away because they're tired of being stepped on.
Because everyone should be growing.
Yeah.
So as everyone's growing around you, if you're not going to, there's nobody else to blame but yourself. And that's the harsh reality of growing up.
I've done that.
Yeah, exactly. No, same.
I was like, wow. And I've also had the moment that I realized that I am being the person who's allowing these people to step on me as well. And I'm like, I'm not going to climb anymore.
We've been on both sides.
I let this person keep me in their tier where they're continuing stepping on me.
We've both been at both ends of this.
Yeah.
We've been at the part where, we are just like, somebody's got to help me. Somebody's got to help me. I can't do this. I can't do this. And I know for a fact that I've had that issue so many times in life where I'm like,
had people
I don't
hand out and it's helped me.
I don't know what I'm doing. I need somebody else to do this for me. And I just feel like I'm stuck. And then, like, I get so reliant, and anyone really can get reliant on somebody else taking care of it for you. But then once that hand is gone and you don't have that, and you're like, oh, okay, where do I go from here? And I'm the only one that can make those decisions and choose what path to go on from this point forward. And yeah, we definitely have both been on both ends of that, of we are either the person giving the handout or the person expecting the handout. And so once you grow out of that expecting it and you're in the reality and you're like, now I can choose.
And I think it's a little different. Like, everybody is going to expect a little bit of help at some point. There's, like, none of us are going to be able to
There's nothing wrong with having help. That's the other thing.
None of us are going to ever be able to know how to do everything in life. You know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be somebody who's going to reach a hand out to you and help you.
Yes.
It's just that you cannot hold on to them so tightly that they can't go. You know what I mean? Like, you're hindering both of...
When you're both drowning and you're just, like...
pushing their head back up.
Yes, exactly.
Like, neither one of you are going to be able to swim to shore because you're just drowning each other.
Yes.
You're hindering the person next to you's growth just as much as your own. And that doesn't get anybody anywhere. You're all going to be stuck on the same tier constantly.
Isn't that crazy when you're like, when you have those moments and you're in that and you're like, you don't realize it until you are out of it. And I feel like I say this in every episode, but it really is true. You just don't, in any portion of your life, you don't realize what you're going through until you're on the other side of it. And then now we have the insight, like now we have this insight of knowing what both sides feel like because we've been in both, but we didn't know because we didn't learn until afterwards. And sometimes when you're in those moments, it could just feel like it's never ending, but there's always another side. So
I feel like that is a good place to end because our next episode is about forgiveness. And I feel like that is a very good stepping stone for the next episode's conversation.
That is just, so, growing out of one phase into the next. And, yes. And yeah, definitely next episode is going to be a good one. It'll be about forgiveness, and there's definitely lots to touch on that. As far as this episode, this was more so just explaining what adulthood felt like for us. And, if you feel like you're in a position where you're just navigating on your own, don't feel like that's not normal and that's not part of,
it's okay to reach out and to learn and to ask questions, and don't be scared to do that. Like, that wasn't necessarily the point that we were trying to get.
I've never been 31 before. I'm still learning how to be 31 and do all these things. I've never, I never was a business owner before I took over a business, and like I had to learn. Like, you just are constantly learning, and if you're willing to keep learning, then you're going to grow.
Just know the difference between learning and using. I think that's a very good thing when you become an adult, is learn the difference between the two, because one is going to keep you in the same place forever and it's going to make you lose a lot of people, and the other one is going to make you,
and you're always going to have that feeling of like life not feeling fair. Is he chewing on something? Hey, what do you mean? Well, I think we're going to end our episode here. I have to figure out what my dragon is eating.
We have to wrangle the dragon.
So,
Until next time.
Signing off.